Everybody, this is Harmony with Harmony Stitches and welcome to my channel. Here we talk about my crafting journey, which usually revolves around cross stitch, but in the next few weeks we'll be talking about some knitting and some crocheting, which is really exciting because we haven't talked crochet in almost a year, so that'll be really cool. Today, this is a very special bonus cut video, and I just want to thank you for taking time out of your day to come and check it out and see what I got going on. I heard about 12 Days of Stitching. Last year, this was hosted by the Black Needle Society, and you can find them on Instagram. And what it was is that they were going to stitch 12 Christmas projects. They did have a couple of prompts, like one was something not Christmas. But the premise is you pick 12 Christmas projects and you stitch on it for 2 days, and it will get you through December 1st through December 24th. And I was thinking about it and I'm like, I think I could probably come up with 12 Christmas patterns with no problem. And so I've decided to go ahead and do the 12 Days of Stitching. Now, Black Needle Society hosted this last year. I have no idea if anyone has plans of hosting this kind of event, but I'm going to roll with it here in 2021. So what I thought I would do today is run through the projects that I have picked out. Most of them are digital. Some of them I can show you by inserting a picture, and some I can't because all I have is the chart, and the artist, the designer, did not provide a digital rendering or a mock-up of the design. So I will, some of them I have here in hard copy form, some of them I can show you, and the others you're just gonna have to wait and see, which will be really exciting too. So my plan is to stitch each of these projects for 2 days. If I happen to finish one in day one, because some of them are really small, then I will go backward to a project that I didn't get done before. And the reason is because there's at least 2 of them that I would like to use as Christmas gifts, and I'll talk about that when we get there. But this kind of plan will help ensure that I get at least those 2 finished. And I do believe that I put them toward the top of my list, so that way I have plenty enough time to come back to them before everybody, you know, because my place of work shuts down right before Christmas, and I know a lot of people do too. But this might help ensure that if they are coworkers that I'm going to give them to, that I have the opportunity and time to do so. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I actually picked out 13. I can either do all 13 and get me through December 26th, or if my plan works and I'm actually all caught up and finished with some of the things by the time I get to the 13th project or whatever, then I can actually get ahead a little bit. Of course, this is all plans. Plans sometimes get derailed, and that's okay. We'll just see where it goes. I had a similar plan in 2020 with my Stitch Mania. That was before I started filming videos. I started 26 projects and finished 13 of them during the month of May. So I think that depending on what else is going on, I may or may not be successful, and that's okay. I just figured let's go ahead and give this a try because I don't have very many Christmas projects done, finished, and ready to put on display. All right, so here we go. So number 1 is from the Prairie Schoolers, A Prairie Year, and I'm going to do December, which is the Santa. And I don't do Santa in our house. However, I think that this little small could be turned into a really cute ornament or display, and it would be cute as a Christmas gift. So I have everything for this all kitted up. I have the floss, all the floss is in here. And this is just a Joann's version of a Floss Away bag. And I put all the floss in here. This one I happen to have 2 for some reason. I have all the floss. And for this particular project, I'm using 28 count Monaco, and it's probably antique white. So there's that one. So it's the December Santa from A Prairie Year. All right, number 1. I put this one first because even though it's a lot of block stitching, you know, a lot of, you know, his white beard, his red hat, his brown bag, his red coat, a lot of blocks of color, there's a lot of stitches in there. So this will give me an opportunity to work on December 1st, December 2nd, and then if I do finish one, then I'll be able to come back to it and get it done really quick for Christmas. But then I have to be on my game to to get my butt moving and get it finished for display. Okay, the second one is a very new chart. It just was released today. I am filming on Friday, December 12th. Or sorry, I'm all ready for December. This is Friday, November 12th. So it was just released today. It's a free chart by Stitching with the Housewives. You can find it on their blog. It's called A Very Merry Christmas. And they don't have a rendering for this one, so I can't show you, but it's a quick one, so I should be able to show it in my first video after December 3rd, because this is a December 3rd and 4th stitch. So here again, I have my little baggie with all of my colors. I had all of the colors. Well, it called for 12 grain, and I don't have 12 grain. The conversion for it is 38.65. I have tons of that, but I did found just enough picket fence in my stash where I think that will work great for the fabric that I chose. I did not have the green, which was $9.88, so I just pulled one that matched the red, which is $3.05. Other than that, I had all of the colors. I'm not using black coffee. I am using the conversion of 310. I don't have that in the bag yet. It's around somewhere. I have 310 everywhere. So what I picked for this is 18 count Aida that I coffee and tea dyed. And so that is number 2. And please bear with me, I do have to put this all back together, otherwise everything's gonna get jumbled up and I won't know what's up. Okay, the third one is an ornament from the Prairie Schooler January chart. This is January. And I'm going to do the snow day ornament. And I will do these two eventually, but just for the purposes of this event, I'm going to do the small. I do have the floss picked out. I don't have it in a bag. I don't have the fabric cut yet, but I believe it will be 28 count Monaco, the same color as the Prairie Year chart. So that will be that's chart number 3. Okay, so then number 4 is one that I believe that I can finish in one day. There's actually 2 of them on here. If I can get both of them done in one day, then I'll do them both. But these are Strawberry Scissors Fob. This is what it's called, Strawberry Scissors Fob Ornaments. And they are from the Just Cross Stitch magazine from, what year are these? 2016. So I planned on doing this one, but may get to that one as well. There's a glare off the window. So I believe that I can get this done. You know what? I may not have enough fabric to do both of those. So, oh yeah, I think I have another piece. So I chose, it's just monochromatic. You can choose your favorite red or other color if you want. I chose 355 and 20 count white Aida. So I have a piece of that. I think I do have more of this downstairs in my bin, so I should be able to do the other ornament if I want to. I've never done a strawberry finish before. I can do the strawberry finish, or I can just go ahead and do an ornament. I think that would look good too. So we'll see when we get there. Depends on how adventurous I am. And that one is also for a gift. So I also have to decide who it would go to and what's their style. Would they prefer a flat ornament or a piece mounted on a board for a display? Sorry, I have something in my eye. Or would they like a little strawberry? I think people outside the cross stitch world or the embroidery world wouldn't understand what a strawberry was anyway. So we'll just have to see how it goes. Okay, so this next one, I believe I can find a picture of, and if so, I'll insert it here. It is Merry Christmas from Hello from Liz Mathews. And I believe this was a freebie that she gave away to her newsletter subscribers a while ago. And it is a monochromatic piece. She used DMC 310, but I chose to use my leftover Soot by the Gentle Arts. And of course, my camera does not focus. So I have looked in my settings to see if I could figure it out, and I can't figure it out. So I'm going to have to keep doing research on that. The fabric I chose was 18 count Aida that I coffee tea dyed. One side, as you can see, this side does not have very much modeling and this side does. I don't know what side I'm going to choose yet. We'll see. It'll be a surprise. More than likely, I'll end up starting it on one side and be like, oh, okay. I'll probably forget to even choose, really. And it'll just be a surprise to me, too. All right, the next one is called, it's a freebie from Tiny Modernist called Merry Christmas. If there's a rendering, I'll put it here. I can't remember. This one only has a few colors. I pulled them out of my stash. Actually, they probably aren't even the called for colors, and they probably just looked good, so I went with it. Okay, so let's see. We have DMC 931. DMC 320 for a blue and a green, Hickory Sticks for the brown, and DMC 321 for the red. So that's what I pulled for Merry Christmas by the Tiny Modernist. And for this one, I chose the 20 count white Aida. I have a goal of using this Aida up, and I only have one tiny square left, so I am getting there. And I'm very impressed at how many projects I can get on this. And the same with the 18 count Aida that I coffee tea dyed. I actually coffee tea dyed that for a different project, and I got a little burnt in spots. So I ditched it for that project, but I'm getting so many other projects on it. I'm so impressed. So, okay, that was Merry Christmas by the Tiny Modernist. The next one is the Nativity by Cottage Needleworks. And this one is done, does it say on the back? Pearl gray linen. That's what they did it on. I am doing it on a dove gray 28 count Monaco. Of course, the color will not show up. There's certain colors like blue that just really don't show up on film, but it matches the model stitch. Okay, so this is the Nativity. It says, "For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord." I should have probably put this up closer to the beginning of the month, but that's okay because this is not for a gift. This is for us. This is number 7. So I'll stitch on this on December 7th, or on, no, not 14th and 15th, I think, if my math is correct. I have not pulled the floss out for it yet, but I'm not super worried. I can go and get that anytime from anywhere, my local Needleworks shop or whatnot. So I'm excited about that. Let's see. The next is by Little House Needleworks, and this is My Joy, and this is the one that I showed you last week as well, just like the previous one. And I think I'm going to stitch it in the apple fritter. I have no idea what color fabric I'm going to stitch it on. I did look in my bin before I came up here. There's the red and the black. And I'm not sure. I have some ivory, but I don't think that the black coffee may look good on the ivory, but I'm not sure about the apple fritter. Oops. Okay, the next one I do have a rendering for, I remember, and it's called Christmas Bears. I can't remember the artist's offhand, but everything will be listed below. And I pulled the colors for this, and this is a really simple one as well. Just a few colors. This is how much black I estimated that I needed. I just pulled a couple of strands from a different project and put it in this bag. Okay, so we have DMC 407, 3345, and 3328, and 801 for the floss colors for Christmas Bears. Seems like I'm missing a color. There probably should be a red, but we'll worry about that when we get there. I'm stitching this on a piece of the 18 count coffee tea dyed Aida as well. See, this is the back, and then this is the front with the modeling. On this particular piece, if I can remember to choose the modeling side, I think I will, because it's really pretty. Okay, that was number 9. This one is Christmas House. This is by the same designer that I did those little Halloween freebies by that I can't pronounce. I will link her below. She has a lot of freebies on her Facebook page, but she has so many really pretty charts in her Etsy shop as well. So I do recommend you going there. Look at this. I did the same thing with the black on this one. This one has quite a few more colors, but I mean, Christmas. Reds, greens, some browns. Here's a gold color. What is that? $38.53. And of course, $38.20. All right. And another reason why I decided to do this is because I've had a lot of these kitted up already, and I kind of want the floss for other projects. So the sooner I can get them done, I can move the file into my Google Drive off of my phone, and I can take the floss. That's a lot of floss. And that one I'm stitching on the 20 count white Aida as well. All right, this one is Merry Christmas by Artisy. I have a rendering for that one. I am stitching this on, 18 count, off-white. And it's only using 3 colors, which is fantastic because then there's less color changes and it will go by a little bit faster, in theory. Okay, so this one's using 904, 890, and 498. This is the project that we talked about a long time ago that used 608, which is an orange, bright orange color. And my husband said, no, don't use that. Just pick out a red that matches your green. So I went back, I wrote down my green colors that I have called for, the 890 and the 904. So then I went to Joann's and I pulled those 2 and then went around to all of the reds and found the red that I liked to go with these. And that's how I did that. Because I was not going to stitch this Christmas design in Hunter's Orange, because that's pretty much the color orange it was. All right, so that was number 11. So 2 more. And, okay, so another Tiny Modernist. It looks like I do not have any flosses pulled for this one yet. However, by the time I get to Tiny Modernist, hopefully I will have some colors left over. I think I need a green, 2 shades of red, and a black or something like that. So I can do it. I have 2 shades of green in that one right there. So, oh no, I need 2 shades of red. Sorry. I'll figure it out. This is on an 18 count coffee tea dyed Aida. I don't know if I have a rendering this or not. I just remember seeing the chart. So if I have it, I'll put it in. The last one, number 13, is called Merry Christmas, and it's by Teresa Colgate. And this is the fabric, so it's a long one, but it's not very tall. And I really like that side of the fabric versus this side. For some of these, the modeling side of the fabric is really fantastic. So, and this one doesn't have very many colors, but it has a few. 355 and 3865. And it called for Mocha by Weeks Dye Works, so I did that one. Actually, almost all of them are Weeks Dye Works, but I converted the rest of them. 3852, more 3865 because I didn't know if that was going to be enough. 3363 for the green, and then 950. So we'll see if we can get to number 13 or not. If I can't get to it, then there's always next year, or maybe a Christmas in July, or if I do Stitch Me or Stitch Madness or something like that. So if I didn't say, and if you didn't guess, this is the 18 count Aida that I coffee tea dyed. Okay, everyone, that is my 12 days, 13 days of stitching for Christmas, and I hope that you will come back and visit me again to see what my progress will be like on these projects. So as you can see, the 2 allotted days for each project will be just enough for most of these, or some of them, like the strawberries and the freebie from Stitching with the Housewives, which I can't show you, but I will be able to show you that really soon. But some of them, like Christmas Bears and maybe Teresa Colgate's Merry Christmas, those ones might take a little bit longer, and that's okay. They'll just go in the whip wheel, so that way we'll spin them again later. So thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.